Ahora sí va en serio. Ahora es seguro. Tic-tac, tic-tac, tic-tac.
This kid's fire.
What's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, What's that? What's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother, what's that, brother? What's that? What's that, brother? Brother,
Yes, people, welcome back to Late Night Street. Let me turn this light down, chat, yeah. 1 second, but let me turn this light down. Light, it's too bright, man. Yo, here we go. Yo, what you saying? Big up to everybody in the building, man. Smash the likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're new. Am I over the hangover? I'm over the hill. You know what I mean? I'm getting there, boys. Yeah, I'm getting there. I was bad this morning. I don't normally get like really bad hangovers normally. I'm normally quite all right, but yeah, I was bad today, man. I can't lie. I was bad. Big up to Robert, man. Big up to Faye. Big up to Canada. Big up to Lucas. Big up to Redemption. You call 10 p.m. late? Well, yeah, because I'm going to bed at 11. So it's going to be a late one tonight, bro. Big up to Bro. Big up to Sam. PJ. Am I naturally bald? I mean, I guess so. I mean, not really, but at the same time, probably, yeah. You know what I mean? Because nature has decided that, but I have to shave it off. Big up to Kev, big up to Jay, big up to Roman, Sai, Thomas, Sam, M1, Rohan, Jeremy Doku, the Goat, Herbal, Oddwood. You know what? Why have you... Let me ask you a question, bro, yeah? Real question. How come you've chosen to rep Jeremy Doku? Out of all the players in the world, yeah, I'm not, this ain't no shade at the player, yeah. I'm just genuinely interested. Out of all the players in the world, out of all the City players, Haaland, Foden, Rodri, Kovacic, how come you chose Doku, bro? How come you chose to, like, you know, rep him? Big up to Louise, big up to Ian, big up to Hamza. Says, love from Kenya. Oh, come on, man. Big up the Kenyans. Yeah, we need to know the answer, mate. Yeah, we need to know the answer. Give us the answer, bro. Well, how come you rep him out of like all the other things? Big up, Colin. How you doing, mate? Can you name a City player for an edit, please? Cherki. There you go. Easy one for you. Cherki. Yes, disrespected Doku, man's have big moments as Manny talks. I just genuinely wanted to know why the guy reps him and not like a other player. LB, easy question. Ferran Torres is not here anymore. You know, big fan of him. I mean, you're not really answered the question there, have you? I mean, you're not really answered the question there. Yeah, you've just I don't know what actually you've just said. You know what I mean? Answer the question, bro. Big up to Owen. Yo, big up to you, mate. How you doing? Where's Oscar Bob the goal? I know. LB, I've asked him what his plans are if Doku gets sold next summer. He said he's going to stay a City fan or if he's going to follow Doku. Got no answer. Big up MD, big up Say. That's all good, bro. What's going on with Doku? No, nothing's going on with Doku. He's been in the chat for... This guy's been in the chat for time. Like, he's been watching me since City Extra days, man. But, like, he's changed his name. to Jeremy Doku as the GOAT. I've not got a problem with him changing his name to Jeremy Doku. I'm just genuinely curious. I'm just curious as to why you'd rep him out of all the players that we have at the football club. You know what I'm saying? People are saying Foden's injured again. Yeah, I've seen the rumours going around online, man. I've seen the rumours going around online that Foden's injured again. It is only rumours. It's not been confirmed. But, yeah, he's not been in any of the... what's it called? Like the training photos or anything. And he did get a big tackle, didn't he, on him against Spurs? I remember someone crunched him in that game. So I don't know, man. Maybe he's not. Maybe he ain't there. Right? Maybe he is injured, man. Honestly. Yo, big up JH, big up Asgar. Come on, bro. Big up Tommy Lee. Says, if I see Lewis starting in 11, I'm not bothering with the game. You know. Rodri and Reinders on the winners team again. I know. LB is avoiding the Donnarumma news. What Donnarumma news? There is no Donnarumma news. I've not seen any Donnarumma news. What Donnarumma news? Put the Donnarumma news in the chat, bro. Foden looked sharp in the minutes he played, including Club World Cup. Need him get him in the flow of games, man. Yeah, I agree, bro. 100%. Asan said Van der Ver hurt his ankle again. Yeah, was it him who cropped him? Yeah, it was a big tackle, man. It was a big tackle. It was. Big tackle. Here we go. Jeremy Doku is my favourite player. Everyone loves Foden. That's why LB got to be different. Oh, okay. Fair enough. So you just want to be different. Cool. So no, first, mate. I always just wanted to know the answer, mate. I've always thought about it. Whenever I've seen you in the chat, I've always just been like, how come this guy reps Doku and not like Foden or Haaland or one of these guys? Yeah. Basically, you're a hipster, bro. Yeah. Basically, you just want a bit edgy. No, I get it. It's fine. I hear it, bro. Fabrizio posted video 5 minutes ago, said City ready to pay 30 million for Donnarumma. All just depends on Edison. Ooh. Did he really? Is that what he said? Yeah. No way. Okay. Well, that should get done soon then, innit? It's Monday, 7 p.m. is when the window shuts. Heard that 2 weeks ago. Fucking hell. Honestly. There you go. Yeah, big up, bro. Since Marmouche come to the club, I don't know if there's such short time he's hit my heart. What does that even mean? What does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean? Does Edison really want to leave? He's taking this to the very end. What the fuck? Yeah, I think he does want to leave. I think City are just wanting to get a better fee for him. City want to get a bit of more money for him. You know what I mean? I think remember their first bid, bro, was like 8 million euros, which is like 5 million quid. And that is taking the piss. So I think City are just going to push and push and push. But they still not signed a goalkeeper, have they? Galatasaray. So they still need a goalkeeper. They're still in the market for a goalkeeper. Yeah. Same story every day, different word. Can't wait till Monday when this godforsaken window closes. Yeah, I know, bro. Facts. What percentage do you give Liverpool, City and Arsenal for the league? Bro, I don't know, you know. I don't know. I think it's a tough one to call. I initially said last week, yeah, after the United, or 2 weeks ago when United played Arsenal, I don't think Arsenal have got enough. And then they signed Eze. And I still think they needed one more. I think they needed one more big player on that left-hand side. Now, I know they're probably going to play Eze off the left, but I would have, if I was an Arsenal fan, I would have liked Eze to come in to be fighting for that Odegaard position, or you know, you drop Odegaard to an 8 and then play him in the 10. So I still think they needed one more. However, they do have a good team, Arsenal. They do. They're a solid team. You know what you're getting from them. That's the thing with City. And maybe Liverpool as well, because we've had so many changes. You don't really know what you're going to get with City and Liverpool this year. Yeah, because there's been a lot of changes in the team. With Arsenal, you kind of know what you're going to get, man. So we'll see. I just think, for me, I just think they needed one more. But Arsenal got a good chance, man. Arsenal do have a good chance, I can't lie. Bro, you need to learn maths, bro. What is this? Borussia Mönchengladbach have shown an interest in Stefan Ortega. There you go. There you go. There you go, bro. Didn't Foden have off-field issues he was dealing with last season? Makes me wonder if these ages are accurate. No idea what was going on last season, bro. Something was going on in it, but I definitely think he's injured, bro. Fabrizio back in his cage. I know, man. I know. Facts. Facts, bro. Big up Lewis, man, said, wouldn't blame City already in this situation. It's Galatasaray who just were taking this way too long when they could have sorted it out ages ago. Yeah, facts, man. Facts, bro. Thoughts on Akanji leaving? I don't really have any thoughts on it in terms of like, you know, I think centre-backs, we're fine. We've got 5 centre-backs. That's more than enough. I actually think it's the right-back position, which is could cause us some issues because I think he's a pretty decent right-back. But obviously they're going to run with Nunes and Rico. So I don't think we'll miss him from a centre-back position. We've got enough players, man. We've got plenty of players there. Do you think we could do better with Huzanov in a 3-2 as a mini Walker? Yeah, I mean, it could work. But I don't think that's what Pep wants to do this year. I think Pep wants to have like attacking fullbacks to support the attack, you know. So I think defensively it'd be fine. And I wouldn't mind it. But I don't think that's what Pep wants to do this year. LB, if you were sporting director, would you rather deal with Daniel Levy or Galatasaray? Bro, I'd deal with anyone, man. I'd deal with anyone. I'll tell you why I deal with anyone, man, because I know what I'm getting from some of these guys. Yeah, people say Daniel Levy is a hard guy to negotiate with. He's not a hard guy to negotiate. You've just got to understand what you're getting into. Yeah, you're not going to be able to get into a mad like negotiation with him. So you've got to, you know, if you want to buy one of their players, you got to ring him up and say, right, what you saying? What's the price? Yeah, if you're miles away, don't start negotiating because it's not going to happen. Yeah, so I don't mind, man. Negotiate with any of them. You just got to know who you're dealing with, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like people say, oh, City will never do business with Napoli again. What? Why? Why? What? Because they're hard to negotiate. What about if they have the next Messi? We're just not going to negotiate with him because we don't. No. You got to know who you're dealing with, man. And that's not just in football, man. That's just in life generally, man. You got to know what people are like and how to approach them and that, and how to speak to them and stuff. So, yeah, for me, I don't even think it's a situation like that. I see people talk about this sort of stuff all the time, and I just don't agree. Bill Clark, man, yeah, it's good, man. I can't lie. It's decent, mate. It's decent. 30 million for a player who's already out of the club is insane, says Amin. I know, that's why I think City are pushing and pushing and pushing. But listen, make no mistake about it, right? It is a fantastic price that you're getting him at. I just think, given the situation, Donnarumma, I think you could have got him for less than 30. I think you could have got him for about 20 million, mate. Maybe even a bit less. So that's why I think the 30 million is probably top heavy for the situation. For the actual player, if you're just judging him on the player, 30 million's a steal. Yeah? 30 million is a fucking steal. Yeah, right, mate. How you doing, Craig? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, mate. I smashed these likes up as well. I think we're going to fuck this up, LB. They'll send him to someone else. I don't. Bro, I'm telling you now, it's not going to happen. City will get him, man. City will get him. If Foden wasn't injured, we would have had Gundogan, Kovacic, Savio, Akanji, Ortega, Bettinelli, Gvardiol not even making the bench on Sunday. We have too many players, hence no right back. Yeah, no, but I don't know if he was in the stream today, Sam, yeah, but Pep Guardiola said all the players, yeah, were told, like, not all the players, but the players that were basically, like, the club wanted to get rid of, they were all told early. They would have been told before the Club World Cup, listen, you're not really in our plans, yeah, for the season. We just want you to let you know that you probably want to find a new club. If you don't, no problem, you can stay. However, you're going to be tribuned, mate. Yeah, you're going to be You're going to be in the tribune. Obviously, Gundogan and Akanji, 2 players that are heavily linked with exits, you know, have not played a single minute yet, and they're going to be tribuned. Now, Pep Guardiola said today at the press conference that, listen, I don't have a problem with these players staying. If they want to stay, they can stay. No problem. I'm happy. But they all know, they've all been told, so there's no moaning in 6 months' time, yeah, or like whenever, 3 months' time, the players start moaning that they're not playing where you were told. So just bear that in mind, because if that starts happening later on, yeah, if that starts happening later on, like in a couple of months, we start hearing some players are unhappy with minutes and that, tough shit. You were all told, yeah, so I don't want to hear it. And that's what Pep said today. Pep said it today. And we know that's true because it's logical. Yeah. City needed to get rid of players. They're not going to not tell players that they need to leave. So, yeah, that's the situation there. Yeah. I don't mind if Gundogan stays. I don't mind if Akanji stays. Yeah, I don't give a shit. But you're going to be tribune. You're not going to be playing. So, if you're happy with that, chilling. Who do I think's on that list? Gundogan, Akanji, maybe Ake. maybe John Stones. Obviously, because the list wouldn't have been, right, we're getting rid of everybody. It's like, right, we need to get rid of circa 5 players. So we need to tell 8 or 9 players that they can leave, because not all 9 are going to leave. So they probably told Ortega he can go. They probably told maybe Nunes, maybe, I don't know actually about Nunes, but maybe they told Nunes, John Stones, Ake, Akanji, Gundogan, Kovacic, and yeah, that's probably it. And then, you know, obviously they let Walker's gone anyway, and then they got rid of KDB. But out of the list, they didn't expect them all to leave. Yeah. So obviously a couple of them are going, but now they definitely were told. They definitely were told. And Pep said it today. He said the players, we've had the conversations, man. Yeah, we've had the conversations. LB, these are the players that need to leave. Ortega, Edison, Akanji, Phillips, Gundo. I don't even class for Phillips as fucking... He's not in the squad anyway. It's just pointless speaking about him. But other than that, yeah, I probably agree with that list. Obviously, Edison wants to go, so that's why he's going. But yeah, I agree. I agree with that list. That's probably a fair list. But I don't mind keeping Gundo or Cover. You know what I mean? But you should be keeping them both. Well, like I say, you can keep them both, but just don't start moaning like when you're not playing. You know what I mean? And if Pep starts playing him over some of the other players, then people start moaning at Pep, and rightly so. Wait, what? Phillips is still here? Yeah, he's still got 3 years left on his contract, man. 3 years. 3 years. He works out at about £15 million in salary that we still have to pay him for the next 3 years. Honestly, one of the worst signings in Premier League history. It's crazy. How are we going to get all these players out in the remaining days? I think the players will have to realise they're not going to play. The difference is Gundogan might not be asked. I think listen, we spoke a little bit about this morning, right? But I don't think Akanji wants to leave. I don't think he wants to go. I think he wants to stay. So first of all, respect for that. You know, again, I don't want my players to be wanting to leave. So I'm happy that he wants to stay. And that, you know, that shows that the club is a good club. It shows that the environment is a good environment, yeah? But obviously, he needs to know that he's not going to be playing. Now, he's only young still. I think he's only 29, Akanji. Yeah? I think he's only 29. So for him, he can't really just sit on the bench and in the tribune, because he needs to be playing regular football, and he still plays for Switzerland. He's not retired. Gundogan, on the other hand, is 35 years old in 5 weeks, and he's retired from international football. This guy doesn't need to be playing week in, week out anymore. Now, he might want to, so he might still leave, but he might be at the point in his life and in his career where he's like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not going to go. I'm just going to stay. I'll be a bit part player. Yeah, I can, you know, and you know what as well you can do then? He can sort of like take a little bit of a step back a little bit, because obviously he's always said he wants to be a coach, innit, Gundogan? So now this year he could potentially take a step back and in training and in you know, in the dressing room and that, rather than being so dialed in because he's not playing. He can maybe, for him personally, he might be able to look around and look at Pep a bit more and like, right, what's Pep saying here? Like, what, you know what I mean? How's he handling these situations? Basically, try to learn the coaching side of the game a little bit more, and then just play as and when required. You know what I mean? Because like I say, he's 34, going on 35 in a month. So, yeah, he might accept it. He might accept it, man. I can't lie. But Akanji won't. Akanji has to play. He's still young. Right, what's this here? Let's have a look. Just I'll come to your super chats in a second, boys. Yeah, smash these likes up as well, guys. What's this breaking news? Antony Betis saga, which is taking a dramatic turn this evening. Man United accept a £25 million package that includes a 50% sell-on. Okay. 25 million? Fuck me. Man United then gave Antony permission to travel and finalise terms. However, Betis feel they can't match Antony's desired wage. They want a reduction from the player or for Man United to contribute to an exit package. This evening, Betis say they're walking away due to the overall cost of the deal, despite their bid being accepted. United hope it's a negotiating tactic. Betis claim United must come back to them with a lower overall package. It's a standoff between the two clubs. Unclear if Antony will now lower his terms to make the move happen. Well, he's not going to lower his wages, is he? No, he's not going to lower his wages. But then he might not get the move. But then, no, because if he doesn't lower his wages, United will have to loan him. So he'll just go on loan again. Isn't it? That's a madness, I can't lie. Crazy. United apparently told Manu he's not going anywhere. They got a poor Kovacic doing meet and greets over here in New York doing the Brighton. No way. I didn't know that. That's mad. Oh, Kovacic doing the Autograph duties. Is that what he's doing? Autograph duties. That is wild. That is wild, bro. Let me have a look at some of these chats, man. Yo, big up to Fee, what you saying? It would be good to have some clarity this season. We had none last season. It was also vague. Players were constantly injured. Need a right back still. Yeah. Now, last year was just fucked, man, wasn't it? It was just one to forget about. It was just screwed, man. It just was, wasn't it? It just was. Yeah, the transfer window wasn't great. And again, I didn't even deep it that much at the time, but something that annoys me as well, right, about myself is I always say, right, if you stand still, you go backwards. And last year we stood still and we went backwards. And like last year, I think I was just too buzzing off the Gundogan signing, man. I got too hyped, man. This is a problem with me. I'm too emotional. I'm a football romantic. So as soon as we brought Gundogan back, I was buzzing. But no, that was poor, man. Poor summer. But listen, it's done now. It is what it is. We move on. And hopefully this squad's good enough. I still think it's all reliant on Rodri, to be honest with you. Yeah, I just think we've not proved that we can be an elite level team without Rodri in it. So I still just think it's all Rodri. Yeah, Rodri gets back in and gets to high levels, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be there or thereabouts for the Premier League, 100%. If he's not, then we'll just be fucked, man. We ain't winning the league without Rodri. That's just the facts. Yeah, that's just the facts. And that's why I keep saying, for me, yeah, like the signings that we've made, Cherki, Reinders and Antony, but they won't be the reason we win the league. They just won't. They will not be the reason Manchester City win the league. The reason Manchester City win the league, if we do win the league, will be Rodri, Haaland, Foden, these guys. Yeah. Are we doing watch along for the games on Saturday? Yeah, I'm going to do something. What I might do is, big up for you as well for the super chat. Appreciate it. Hopefully well. Yeah, what I might do is I might go live at 2:30 and put Leverkusen on if Echeverry starts and then watch United at 3 and have 2 games on at once. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I might watch that Chelsea-Fulham game, but it's 12:30 and I've got to get up. I've got to go gym. I've got to eat and do all that before 12:30, and I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, man. So if I can do it, I do actually really want to watch that. I want to watch that game, that Chelsea-Fulham game. Yeah. I want to watch that Chelsea-Fulham game. So if I'm back, I'll do the Chelsea game as well. And then Sunday's mega. Sunday is mega. Again, if I can, again, same sort of situation, I'd want to do the Old Firm as well. That's on Sunday. So that you got Celtic Rangers at 12, City at 2:30, and then Liverpool Arsenal at 4:30. So Sunday's mega. Can't wait for Sunday, man. It's going to be class. Yeah, it's going to be class. Yeah, Liverpool Arsenal, man. It's going to be class day. We just need to win our game. We win our game, man. I'm going to be just chilling backs. It's going to be a great weekend, no matter what happens. Yeah, if we don't, big problems, guys. Big problems, eh? What the fuck? Galatasaray are working behind the scenes with PSG for Donnarumma. Talks are ongoing in a shock formula. No transfer fee, only future resale value. A move that could shake market logic and raise major questions on player representation. What? What does that mean? What does this bit mean? Raise major issues. What does that mean, chat? Raise major questions on player representation. It's obviously fucking bollocks, by the way. This ain't true. But what does this mean? I don't get what that means. Raise major questions on player representation. I don't know what that means. I don't get it. But that's not true. Yo, big up MCFC said, big up Bray. On the DAZN stream, Fab said agreement with PSG is for 90%. Only around 30 to 35 million euros. Only a few details left. Still waiting on Edison to Galatasaray deal. Yeah. That sounds like. I think that. I don't know, man. I don't know which way around it is. I think the Edison to Galatasaray is the one that's done, and we're just haggling bare on this PSG thing because City know that we can get him for cheap. I don't think it is this way. I think it's the other way around, man. Yeah, but I have no idea. So I think this gets done, man. I've said it time and time again. I think it gets done. I think it's just longed out, and it's probably going to get done on fucking Monday. But I'd be surprised if this deal didn't get done. Surprised. Yeah, especially with Pep not playing Ederson in the last game. Yeah, when he's fit. You got to remember as well, Pep said in his press conference, Ederson is my number one goalkeeper. And then he didn't play him. So why is he not playing him? Yeah. Yeah, why not? All right, big up, Gav. You know what I mean? Why not? So we'll see, man. We'll see. But we'll see what happens. A bit of Brandon as well says, not sure why Pep is complaining about a big squad. It only means we can have caliber players for cups. I missed the Carabao Cup. Yeah, I don't think he's moaning anymore, to be honest. He doesn't sound like he's moaning about it. He sounds like he's chill. You know, because now he's told the players. The problem is what happened in January is we bought all the players. We bought 4 players to come into the team straight away. And them players were being left at home in the tribune and stuff without warning. Whereas now the players, so that Pep probably felt like horrible because he had to say to players, and he had to say to like McAtee and these guys, sorry lads, you're not even in the match day squad. Yeah, back in January. Whereas now it's different now because now the players have been told. The players have been told, if you stay, cool, no problem, but you might not get any game time. So I don't think he's asked anymore. I think he was just bothered back in January because of what was going on then. Do you know what I'm saying? Pep is a pathological liar in press conferences. Mad. Pep seems to have accepted it. Nobody wants to go. Yeah, nobody wants to go. And he's fine with that. He said, I'm fine. But, like, the players have been told, a.k.a. don't start moaning when you're not playing. Do you know what I mean? That's fair dues. That is honestly fair dues, man. I think he set the standard thinking it'll take longer to get everybody to the standard he wants, but we have to manage to get closer to the standard. Bro, standard. There's, bro. LB, you seen Vinny to City 150 million next season. Sources look legit. Apparently he fell out with Xavi after being dropped. Nah, nah, it's not happening, man. It's not happening, bro. It's not happening. Yo, big up Zetanis says, you know what the medicine here is? Here in Finland for a hangover, another beer. If it doesn't help, 2 or 3. Happy. Yeah, I actually had one. I actually went to a pub. Had a couple before. I got chippy, man. Yeah, that's what they say, innit? You know what I mean? What's it called? Hair of the dog or something, whatever the fuck they call it. I don't know what they call it. But yeah, I did. I had a chippy for tea, man. It was nice. It was decent, man. Now, big up to you, man. I appreciate the message and the super chat. Big up for tuning in, Zetanis. Big up AW. Says, is Haaland world class when he can't head the ball? I still think he's a world class striker. Yeah, you only have to look at his numbers. Yeah, you only have to look at his numbers to see that. You know what I mean? If we're talking finishing, he's a world class finisher. Like the stats don't lie. The stats tell you he's a world class finisher. I mean, look at this. Yeah, look at these numbers, bro. Look at these numbers. Yeah, 22, 27, 36, 22, 27. 13 and 15, 16 and 14. Yeah, these are world-class numbers. So, yeah, he is world-class. But just because you're world-class doesn't mean that you don't have any, bad aspects of your game. Yeah, Messi probably had some shit that he wasn't great at. I don't know what. Because he was good at heading the ball. But every player has development areas. And for Haaland, heading the ball is 100% a development area. Absolutely. And he said it before. He said it in an interview. I watched him do an interview with Gary Neville when he first joined. And Gary Neville said, like, what do you need to work on? And he said, my heading's poor. Which is wild, really, given how big he is. Because, like, you would have thought, like, when he was playing football growing up, everyone was just crossing the ball into him and he was just heading the ball all the time. But I don't know, man. It's crazy. You know what's mad as well, right? You know what's mad as well? When he first joined City, yeah, his first season, I put a bet on with my mate, right? And the bet was in the Premier League, just the Premier League, in his first season, the year we won the treble, he'd score 5 goals with his left foot, 5 goals with his right foot, and 5 headed goals, right? And I put the bet on, yeah, and it was like 30 to 1 or some like crazy odds, yeah, mad odds, right? And we put a bit of money on it, yeah. And told all the people, and everyone was like, "You won't get that. You can't head a ball. You can't head a ball. You can't head a ball. You won't get it." You know, he had it by Christmas. He had it by Christmas. He got 5 headed goals by Christmas. Do you know what I mean? Mad. That's you wild. LB, everyone, check slot on Sky Sports entitled Clown. Yeah, I'll check it in a minute, bro. I'll check it in a minute. Bear with me, yeah? I'll check it in a minute, mate. LB, we need a world-class winger. Leao could be only choice for the last few days. Not going to lie, his numbers are mint. Yeah, I mean, I think we'll get a winger next year. My prediction is Jeremy Doku gets sold next summer and we get a new winger to replace him. That's my prediction. And obviously, if Savio still doesn't get the minutes that he wants, he might go as well. I mean, there is a serious possibility that next summer both Doku and Savio leave the football club. That is a potential. Yeah. And if they do go, I want proven replacements. No more project players. Yeah, because it doesn't work. Yeah, I've said this for years. Don't work. You can have one or two. Yeah, but not in the same position as well. Proven players. We let go of Savio and Doku next season, mate. Yeah, I want proven players. Yeah, Olise, Antony. PJ in the chat, but Antony. Proven players. Olise's. Yeah, Rodrigo's. Yeah, these guys have been and done it, man. I don't want to buy a player where I have to wait 3 years for them to be good enough, and they might not even be good enough. Yeah, because that's what happens. This is why it doesn't work. People always go, no, you buy the young players, and in 3 years he'll be mint. You have absolutely no clue whether that's true. Yeah, we could be sitting here in 3 years' time, and the player is still not good enough. So you've wasted money, and you wasted 3 years of everybody's time, yeah, on a player that ain't good enough. So proven players, man. Big up LB, what do you think of Tottenham fans saying Xavi Simons is the second best number 10 in the league? I just don't really rate him. You know what, Chris, mate? I said it before. I've not really seen a lot of this Xavi Simons guy. I mean, you think of the clubs that he's played for, why would he have seen him? I didn't really watch him a lot for Leipzig. I did see him a couple of times for Leipzig. Never seen him for PSG. And only time I've seen him for Netherlands is it the Euros or the World Cup or whatever. So I actually haven't really seen that much of him. From what I have seen, like the highlights and that, he does look like a good technical player, but there's a reason why he's gone to Spurs and not like an elite level club like a Madrid, a Barcelona, or a City, a Liverpool. Like, why is he? Because it's cheap, isn't it? Is it like 50 million quid or something? Like 50 mil. Why is he there? Why has he gone to Spurs? Why did PSG want him? Why? Like, I don't get it. So something's clearly not right with him. I don't, you know what I'm saying? But he looks like a technically gifted player. So maybe there's just something. Maybe he doesn't train right. Maybe he's inconsistent. I don't know. But I've not really seen a lot of him, mate. So I can't really see it. Even LB, yeah, big up Foggy. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yo, big up Harry, man. Yeah, I'm decent, mate. Cheers, pal. Big up Ethan says, do you think there'll be a shock signing because of what Viana said in his interview? Nah, I don't think we're signing no one apart from Donnarumma, mate. I don't think we're signing anyone apart from Donnarumma. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Or maybe even no one if we don't sign Donnarumma. I think we will. I think we will sign Donnarumma, but maybe we don't even sign him. You know what I mean? It's actually wild. His time is off in his head. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It is weird because he should be scoring. He's missing too many as well. This is the problem. It's not like he gets one every like 10 games. I feel like he's getting one a game. I feel like he's getting one header a game, and he needs to be bagging, man. I think of Barcola. I think he got a good output. I just think he's struggling the Prem, man. I think he's struggling the Prem. I don't think he's physical enough for the Premier League. So we'll see, man. But he's obviously got decent numbers at PSG. He's a good player, man. Don't get me wrong, but I think he would struggle. Chelsea have verbally offered 70 million quid to Barcelona for Fermin Lopez. Wow. Fair dues. Man, they're starting to start. I've got to be careful what I say here with Chelsea, right? But I feel like they're getting to that position where if they could add a couple of decent players to that team, they're going to be a problem. I think if they add like a top tier goalkeeper, top tier centre back, and maybe like a top tier winger, I think they could be a problem. You know, I think they could be a problem because their midfield is their full backs are mega. Yeah, Gusto, Reece James, Cucurella, mega. Their midfield is class. Yeah. Palmer in the attack, like they've got good players, man. I just think they need a couple of and this is why I was arguing with Chelsea fans last week on Terry's channel because you know Chelsea fans don't like me, but I was saying you just need to get a couple of like legit players and you're there, but you keep on buying all these 20-year-olds, man. LB, would you want Kvaradona? Oh, mate, I can't believe we weren't in for Kvaradona. I think he's the perfect Guardiola player. Yeah. And he would have been a great player to replace Grealish because I think he can do like the Grealish thing where Grealish can hold the ball up, which obviously, Pep likes, like, dragging the ball deep and that. He can do that, but he can get output as well. Let me have a look at his output. Kvaradona. Let me have a look at this guy's numbers. Does he get output, this guy? So, here we go. This is stats by competition. Let's have a look. Does he get goals? Does he get assists? 4 and 3. That was obviously just since January. 5 and 3. This is just a league, by the way. 11 and 8. 12 and 13. What about Champions League? He gets decent numbers. It's not stunning, is it? It's not Olise numbers, but it helps. If you can get me 10 goals as a winger, yeah. If you can get 10 goals, this is one season, isn't it? This is one season because obviously he went in January. So actually, this is 9. So you got 9 in 1 year. If you can get me 10 goals, man, yeah, that's decent. City fumbled the ball with Kovacic not wanting to negotiate with Napoli is the most stupid reason. Yeah, that's what I said before, man. Would I take Bowen? Well, bro, I can't lie, man. I probably would at this point. I probably would. Right, Stacey. Yeah, I'm good. Check Olise numbers. Olise numbers are jokes, bro. Olise numbers are jokes. Yeah, you got to see Olise numbers. Stats by competition. Look at that. That's just league, by the way. That is just league games. 12 goals, 18 assists in the league. Yeah, plus Champions League. What do you get in Champions League? 5-2. Another 3 goals there. So he just what a player, man. What a player. Unbelievable player. Yeah, there's loads of talk about Olise actually leaving Bayern Munich next year. So if that happens, we've got to be all over that, man. We've got to be all over it. I think Liverpool are probably going to go and try and get the Salah replacement, aren't they, for Olise? But if he's available next year, yeah, we got to go in the market and hit it because he's great. He's a great player. No, Leonen, you're wrong. You do know. You do know why we didn't go for him. Maybe you don't want to admit it. Yeah, but you do know why we didn't go for him. Everybody knows deep down why we didn't go for him. We just don't want to admit it. Check Barcola. Yeah, Barcola's got good numbers as well, but it's not the numbers for me with Barcola. It's the I just don't know if he'd fit the Prem. I don't think he'd do well in the Prem, man. Decent numbers, then. Solid numbers. In fact, more than decent. Fucking really good numbers. 42 GA. That's more than decent. That's really, really good. Just not sure it'd work in the Prem, that's all. Yeah. Do not want Barcola. Yeah. It's not that I don't want him, Nick. Yeah. It's more that I just don't think it'd work because I just think, look at him. He's so skinny in that. And I just feel like, bro, the Premier League, you just get fucking crunched, man. Yeah. But if we signed him, I wouldn't be going, oh, this is a shit signing. I'd be like, okay. Interesting. It has serious potential to be mint if he can handle the physicality. But I don't think he would. Yeah, I don't think he would. Mahrez was proper skinny. Yeah, but Mahrez didn't rely on pace. Mahrez just relied on his technical ability, you know. Bill Jacob says, are the reports that true Savio is unhappy at City? I don't think he's unhappy at City. I just think that, like, listen, I think what happens with Savio is, I think Savio wants to be playing week in, week out, which is cool. A lot of players want that, yeah? And he's probably looking at City and going, fuck, yeah, that left wing spot ain't mine because I don't play left wing in this team. So I'm competing on the right. Cool. I played 3,500 minutes for City last season, which is a lot of minutes. Yeah, a lot of minutes. He was our second most played attacker. However, Foden was massively off form and Bobb broke his leg. Whereas this season, Bobb is now back and Bobb's had a decent start on that right wing. Yeah. Nothing like incredible. He's not been like amazing, but he's been decent on the right. So that's going to take some minutes off him. And if Foden gets back into the team, which he will do, he'll probably end up playing off the right, Foden, because I reckon I reckon he might want to play. I think he wants to play Cherki in the middle. So where does Savio get his minutes from in that situation? So I actually could see, unless Pep, the only way Savio gets in this team week in, week out is if he plays left wing. Because I'm telling you now, if Savio gets that left wing spot and Pep says, I'll play you left wing if you play well, he'll own it because he's a mint left winger. Yeah, but I just don't. He's not going to play on the left wing. Pep don't want to play him there for whatever reason. So, yeah, I don't think he's unhappy. I just think he's concerned about his minutes. And to be honest with you, yeah, I understand why he's concerned about his minutes. I think he's right. I think his minutes. I don't think his minutes are going to go up this year. If anything, they're probably going to go down. Well, you know, if you did a pro rata style comparison, because obviously, fucking hell, we got knocked out of the Champions League. We didn't even get into the knockout rounds. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, if we get to the final or whatever, then he's naturally going to have higher minutes anyway. Savio's not fit. Nah, Savio's not fit at the moment. He actually has the potential to get decent numbers. Bro, was you in the stream yesterday with me and Pulpy? Was you in the stream in the morning yesterday? Was it yesterday, chat? Me and Pulpy did that stream and we watched the Savio goals, bro, from when he was at Girona. And he's so composed in front of goal on those finishes. Guy was just getting in front of the net, yeah, and then just proper calmly, nice and coolly slotted the ball past the goalkeeper. Yeah, it was, bro. This is what I'm saying. Like, and you know what's mad as well? Yeah, seen an interview. Someone, Bailey put an interview of Tijani Reinders did a podcast with City. Right, you're speaking to the guy. The guy's interviewing him, and he's saying, "Oh, how did you get your goals to 15 last year? Because that's quite an increase." And he said, in previous years, I was getting into the positions, but I wasn't composed. I wasn't composed. And then when he started like looking at how players finished and that, and then that's how he got his goals up, by being more composed. And that's what Savio was doing, man, at Girona. Yeah. Tijani says he's got to be cold. Exactly. You got to be cold in front of goal, man. Get in front of goal, you've got to be calm. And that's when I was looking at those goals that Savio scored for Girona. I seen it straight away. I saw it straight away on that video yesterday. I was like, yo, this guy looks cold in front of goal on his comp. But when he gets in those positions for City, I feel like he's nervous. I feel like he's shitting himself. Like delay, block shot, delay, overthinking it, held sign. This is why I said, yeah, if I was a coach, I'd be telling Savio, next time you go through one-on-one, I want you to smack the ball at the goal as hard as you can. Fuck placement, just smack it, mate. Yeah, just to get him a little bit like, right, I know what I'm doing. Bang, take the complication out of it. Yeah, now that won't solve everything, but what it will solve, it'll solve the dilemma. You know what I mean? It'll solve the dilemma when he's getting in front of goal, thinking, right, what should I do here? How should I shoot? Blah 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 blah. Just do that, and then he will naturally get his goals up by doing that. I mean, it's not hard. He only scored one goal last year anyway, so he'll get his goals up, start scoring a few, and then confidence comes back because he starts to score. Then he can start, you know, being a little bit more finesse with his shooting and that, you know. But he's a talented player. I've always said that he's a talented player. Yeah, we need the goals up, man. You right, Leo? How you doing, mate? LB, I don't think we'll go for Guay if we sell a Kanji or Ake. Nah. Ake's not getting sold, bro. No chance. No chance. Get back his mojo from Girona season. Exactly. LB, Sumo, Jimmy Savio got no excuses this year, I swear. Bro, a lot of the players have no excuses. A lot of players this year are on like, right, final fucking warning. You know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of players, man, who if they don't perform this year, we got to have some questions, man, going into the next summer. We absolutely do. Doku, Savio, Diaz is probably like one on the list. Who else will be on that list? Nunes. Yeah. There's a few, man. There's a few. Glasner said today Guay will not be allowed to leave as they cannot get a replacement. Right, so he's going to go on a free then, isn't it? He's going to go on a free. Or maybe they'll sell him in January, but that's a fucking L. If you sell Mark Guay in January, you just accepted that you're just a full-on business, aren't you? You just got to let him go on a free, man, and just hold the L. Now, LB, tell me if you agree. Mamouche is talented and good, but sometimes tell him it's not just about power, it's about placement. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, but that's Mamouche, isn't it? That's how Mamouche plays. And that's what got him the move. So I wouldn't really be telling Mamouche to change, because that's how he got to the position he is. You know? But TJ says he rejected Bayern and Arsenal for Chelsea. Who did? Who did? Who rejected Bayern and Arsenal for Chelsea? Who's he talking about, chat? You talking about that Lopez guy? Who's he talking about? Oh, Lopez. You talking about Lopez? What Lopez? Oh, Garnacho. Garnacho rejected Bayern and Arsenal for Chelsea. Why? That's weird. That is weird, bro. I can't even lie. Yeah, I don't know about this Garnacho guy, man. I don't rate him like that, to be honest. I can't believe they're signing him. I can't believe they're signing him. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, what the fuck? What are you signing him for, man? I mean, what are you signing him for? Now, big up TJ for the super chat, man. We'll go to another TJ. Says Rico is getting too much disrespect. Some people just don't rate him. Some people just don't rate him. Do you know what I'm saying? I like him. I like him. I think the guy's a techie baller. I think he's a very good player. I think he's a midfielder. I think he's a good player. Yeah, as a right back, not long term, yeah, but he can do a job in certain games. But I think he's a midfielder. He's a techie baller, man. I think he's a good player. You know, he's never going to be a starting week in, week out type of player. Yeah. But in a squad, I think he can do a job in a squad. But some people just don't like him. Some people don't rate him. I was listening to Big Steve. I put Big Steve video on the other day, listening to his Spurs post-match reaction. And, you know, I don't think he rates him. There's a lot of people that don't rate him. Yeah. So, you know, it's one of them, isn't it? It's one of them. Some people just don't rate players like that. Nowhere near good enough to start week in, week out, says Brett. See, Brett clearly don't rate him like that. Rico's not bad for a squad player. Just gets heat when we lose matches. He gets heat when we lose matches when we play badly. And the reason, yeah, is because when we play badly, he just offers nothing. Because he ain't got what we need. But when we're playing well, I think he's a real benefit to the team. Yeah. But it's one of them, innit? Like, everyone's got their own opinions on players, man. You know, there'll be some players like, some people think Doku's fucking mega. Yeah. I think he's guaranteed to be sold next summer. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's what it is. LB thoughts on Walker's new comments. Oh, what's he said now? Oh, fucking hell, man. What's he said, bro? I've not seen what he said, man. Bro, every time this guy speaks, mate, he just pisses everybody off. What's he said? I've not seen it, man. I've not seen it, so I don't know what he said. If you want to put it in the chat, feel free, but fuck it. I wish this guy just stopped speaking, man. Yeah, I mean, bro, you're the greatest Premier League right back of all time, yeah? And like, I defend him on that all the time. I think he's a club legend, but fuck me, he makes it hard with some of the shit that he says, man. Well, I think they're going to give him one more year to try him, Alex. I think they're going to give one more year to try him out. Savio needs more freedom. Wingers don't have that in our system. I don't think it's anything about freedom, Ronnie, with this guy. I think he just needs to fucking learn how to shoot, mate. I don't think he needs more freedom. I think he's got plenty of freedom, Savio. Yeah? I just think he just needs to learn how to shoot. I was really rooting for Doku at one point, but the realization creeps in more every day that he probably isn't good enough. Can't be so exciting, though, says Leo. Yeah, man. I think Savio is cold. Frank would do madness with him. Pep could do a madness with him. Savio played well last year. He just can't shoot. If he even if he just be half decent at shooting, he probably would have got about 7 or 8 goals. 7 or 8 goals plus the 10 assists in the league for a first debut year in the shittest Manchester City team we've had in a decade. It would have been mint. The guy played well. The guy had a good season. He's shooting, man. That was it. But obviously, that is still a big thing, you know. Think we should try 4-4-2 with Haaland, Mamouche, Foden, Tijani, Randers, Rodri, Cherki. Yeah, but you need an extra man in midfield because Pep don't want to play with 2 men in midfield. So you'd either have to invert a right back or invert a centre back, man. I'll do that tomorrow, essay. I'll do a proper preview tomorrow. There was something Doku in his first season, but since he got all big physical, he's never been the same. I think he's been like that. He's always been big and like that, no? I swear he's all like muscly and shit when he joined. I don't know, bro, like 10, 15 minutes, something like that. What Doku's dribbling offers is so underrated by our fan base, the same fan base that cried every time Grealish was in the lineup because he did dribble, says Nicholas. That's fine, bro, but ultimately he doesn't score enough goals and he can't create anything for Haaland, so he will be sold. I'm absolutely convinced he'll be sold next year. Gassing up that Savio season shows how the standards have fallen. Sterling, Mahrez, Sane take us back, man. Yeah, and listen, I'm not gassing it up. I'm just saying in his first year, 10 assists or whatever he got. I thought he did all right last year in his first year. He's nowhere near the levels of those players. And if he doesn't improve big time this year, he's got to go as well. Yeah? Facts. Some of these chats, man. We got Tinsay says can't buy players if they won't be played right, says Tinsay. Well, this is why I have a little bit of a problem with the Savio and Doku signings in the first place. Because we bought them as a left winger and a right winger and then swapped them at the football club, which is a completely different role. So, like I say, if you want to play inverted wingers, buy a winger that's played inverted winger and has done it on the big stages. Yeah, don't be buying a left winger and put him on right wing, man. Yeah, so yeah, next summer's a big summer for us, man. I'll be real. Yeah, because next summer's the summer where I go, right, you're not good enough, you're not good enough, you're not good enough. You fell off, you fell off, you fell off. You've had your chances. See ya. And we bring in the new guys. Yeah, big year. This is a big year, man. For some of these players, it's a big year. It's a massive year. Yeah, we can't just be fucking giving players year after year after year after year after year. If you're not performing, see you later. You're getting paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a week. Yeah, get out. Not charity. Big up Cuba says, yes, Bray. Big up to you, man. Big up for the super chat. Big up Tinsay as well. Xavi Simons did. What? Xavi Simons rejected Arsenal and Bayern for Spurs. Did he, though? Did he really? I don't know if I believe that, TJ, if I'm being honest with you, bro. Did Xavi Simons really reject Bayern Munich and Arsenal? I'm going to call it cap on that. Yeah. But listen, it's a good signing for you. I think it's a good signing. And I think, so I said it this morning on my stream, I think Spurs could be in for a good year, man. The only thing that I worry about Spurs is do they have the squad? Because obviously they're in Champions League and that, innit? Do Spurs have the squad depth? I don't know. But I think they're going to be a good team, man. Not even just because they beat us. I just genuinely think they're going to be a good team. I looked at that defense, mate. You got a better defense than City. Yeah? Without doubt, in my opinion. Without doubt, you've got a better defense than City. I like your midfield. I just don't like your strikers. I think your strikers are fucking bang average. Colo impact on the sidelines being so vocal, says Nat9320. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a change, isn't it? It's a change. Do the players like it? Does Pep like it? Don't know. Imagine so. Otherwise, he'd probably tell them to stop it. But it's a change. We needed a change, didn't we? And we got a change, man. We needed a refresh. We needed a rebuild. But that rebuild wasn't just the players. The rebuild needed to be the staff as well. Yeah, shit gets stale, mate. Stuff gets stale sometimes. Sometimes you need people to come in, fresh ideas. Yeah, freshen things up a little bit. Set, new set of eyes on stuff. We could do this differently. So, yeah, man, it can only be a good thing, mate. It can only be a good thing. Albie, how many players you reckon leave in the next 3 days? I think Akanji goes. I think Ortega goes. That's 2. I think Edison goes. That's 3. Does Gundogan go? I have a feeling Gundogan's going to stay, I have a feeling Gundogan's just going to stay and just accept the L that he's not going to play a lot. So I think 3. I'm not including like Phillips in this conversation. Yeah. Yeah, smash these likes up as well, guys. A couple watch-alongs tomorrow. Come back at about 2:30 tomorrow, by the way, chat. Yeah, we'll do a watch-along of the Etche Messi game. Bayer Leverkusen. Hopefully he starts. And we'll also do a laugh-along with United as well. Oh, AC Milan won today. Loftus-Cheek and Pulisic. Oh, Luka Modric plays for a minute. No way. I forgot that. No way. I forgot Luka Modric plays for AC Milan. Fucking hell, he's still going in. 39 years old, Luka Modric. Got an assist as well. Mad. That's crazy. Yeah, I've seen it, Miazza. Mad, bro. LB, all Savio has to do is play well, he'll play. I'm sick of these players that don't want to compete and just want to start no matter what. Yeah, exactly, bro. Play well, you'll play. It's not rocket science, isn't it? Now I'm going to go in a minute, bro. I'm not staying live for too long. Hopefully next summer City goes all out for Olise, says Vish. Yeah, hopefully, mate. Hopefully. Hopefully, man. LB, maybe with Foden out, do you see Cherki starting? I personally wouldn't start him against Brighton. I would go Rodri. I'd go Rodri. Okay, if it was me, I'd go Rodri, Nico Gonzalez, Reinders. That'd be my midfield. And my attack would be Bobb, Haaland, and then fuck knows who I'm playing on the left, man. I really have no idea. Neither of them have been playing particularly well recently. Doku or Marmoush. Savio's obviously not available. Foden's probably injured. I'd probably have fuck knows, man. Fucking whack Doku in there. See if he can win a penalty or something. He could play Bobb left wing and maybe Cherki on the right. You could potentially do that. Yeah, you could potentially do that. But yeah, I'd probably Nico ain't starting if Rodri plays. Well, Nico's fucked then. He ain't never going to play for this club again. Bro, that's not a thing, Alan. That's not a thing. That can't be a thing. Otherwise, the guy's never going to play. Because you best believe Rodri's going to play 90% of City games. Yeah? That can't be a thing. Otherwise, Nico Gonzalez will never play football. He'll just be benched every single time. Yeah, we've got to find a way of getting him in the team with Rodri, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Not sure I'd like Bobb left wing. Bro, he played left wing 2 years ago and he had a couple of games and he did well, man. Yeah, he did well. You've completely misprofiled Nico. He ain't an 8. Couldn't get worse, that LB. So Stocky ain't shifted to play there. Well, that's where he wants to play. He's not a 6. So what is he then? If he's not a 6 and he's not an 8, what is he? I think he is an 8. But if you're saying he's not an 8, what is he? Because he's not a 6. He's definitely not a 6. So I think he is. I think he is. Benched, says DC. Fucking hell. Yeah. But nice guy, says Helby. How about Doku Renes highlight watch? Also, you have to see that Fofana kid goal for Leon last week. The Fofana kid's mad talented, mate. Yeah, I know a lot of people have been going on about him in the chat. In fact, some people wanted him as the Savio replacement. If Savio's sold, so go and get it. Is he called Malik? Is he called Malik Fofana? Is that his name? Yeah. Well, bro, all I can tell you is Doku, when I watched him for Rennes, was on the right-hand side just spamming take-ons and crosses. And that is exactly what I would do. I'd play him on the right and say, right, instead of crossing the ball with your weak foot, now you're going to be crossing the ball with your strong foot. So get the fucking ball to Haaland. Do you know what I mean? I guarantee you now, yeah, if Doku played 5 matches in a row on the right-hand side, guaranteed minimum 2 assists to Haaland. Minimum. That's double the amount of assists he's got in the last 2 years. Because, bro, the fact is, yeah, he gets in crossing positions like 10 times a game, but he's crossing it on his weak foot. If he did that on his right foot, yeah, he'd probably get a couple of those balls to Haaland, man. You're asking him to cross the ball with his weak foot, man. It ain't going to happen. And the thing is with him as well, that also doesn't work on the left side, right? Is because he can't cut in and shoot off his right. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is why I just think the guy's fucked on the left-hand side. Yeah, cooked. Because if you're an inverted winger, surely you've got to be able to cut in off the right and shoot. Yeah, like a Mahrez, Robben, these type of guys, yeah? This guy can't do that. Yeah, he doesn't have that ability, man, to cut in on the edge of the box and whip it in the top corner, yeah? He just doesn't have that in his locker. So all he's got in his locker is take the man around the outside and cross with his weak foot. Right, again, man, he's almost like he's being set up to fail. Get him on the fucking right, man. Get him on the right. See, where we bought him for, we literally watched him play right winger, went, he's a good player, we'll buy him. And then we'll put him on the left. Well, what did you buy him for then? Honestly, man. He played right wing for Belgium not long ago and cooked. No surprise, because all he has to do is cross the ball with his strong foot. Yeah, get him on the right, man. Just try it out. Try it. If he doesn't work, yeah, then just leave it in it. Just put it back on the left, whatever. Yeah. But why can't we just try it? Give it a go and just say, right, we got this big guy in the box. Let's have a left-footed player on the left who can cross the ball to him on his strong foot, and a right-sided player, right-footed player on the right who can cross the ball for him, man. He destroyed Digne at right wing for Belgium. I think I remember people. I didn't do a watch along for it, but I think I was doing a stream at the time watching someone else. Maybe I was watching Cherki or something. And I remember people in the chat saying, yo, bro, Doku's cooking in this Belgium game. Do you know what I'm saying? And don't say, oh, well, Pep won't do it ever, because Pep's done this before. He's played Sterling on the right. He played Sane on the left. He played Foden on the left. He's done it loads of times. It's not oh, well, Pep never plays wingers like this. He's literally done it loads of times. Do you know what I mean? What's going on? Yeah, why is everyone talking about this slot thing? What's slot done? Is it 1 T slot or is it 2 Ts? What's he doing? I don't get it. What's he saying? What's he said, chat? I don't know what he said. Could someone like put send me the link or something? Because I don't know what he's saying. I've typed slotting on Twitter, but nothing's coming up, man. Nothing's coming up. Big up Archie says Pep plans to play Cherki deeper. Also slot on Sky. Yeah, I can't see it though. I can't see it. Yeah, bro, I don't know about this Cherki playing deep thing, man. I don't want him deep. I want him up the pitch, creating chances for Erling Haaland, mate. So, I mean, listen, it's early days, and it's early days. I'm not saying it's not going to work, but like I would prefer to have Cherki as high up the pitch as possible, receiving the ball, little passing behind the defense for Haaland. I mean, I thought that's what we bought him for, not as a deep lying playmaker. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, obviously, he did do that, didn't he, in the game against what was it? Was it Club? It might have been Club World Cup or Palmeiras or something. He kept on coming deep. But yeah, I don't really want him deep. Yeah, we did a watch along recently of a City game, and he was coming really deep, picking the ball up off our centre backs. So I was like, I don't really want him doing that. I want him up the pitch. Let Rodri do that. Let Nico Gonzalez do that. Let fucking Bernardo Silva do that. Get him up the pitch, man. It's ironic, isn't it? Because everyone goes, oh, Pep don't give players freedom. And he's arguably giving Cherki too much freedom. Get up the pitch. I want you scoring the goals and that. Nah, it's only early days anyway, so we don't know what's going on, man. Yeah, he might be mint at that. You know? You're a shade, bro. What are you doing, man? Yeah, big up Eddie as well. Do you not just get the feeling our cycle is over and we'll need a few years to recover? United went 3 years without Premier League with Fergie in mid-2000s. I think our era of dominance is over. Like, you know, literally, like, what is it? Seven Prems in 8, is it, chat? Is it 7 in 8 or 6 in 7 or something? I think that's probably not happening again. But while you've got Pep Guardiola, you've got a chance to win multiple trophies, multiple titles, but we've got to get better players. Yeah, we got to buy some better players. We can't be buying projects because they don't work. They just don't, man. But, you know, I think, you know, I've got to be honest with you. Like, I think the actual, yeah, I think it's probably like the area of dominance. I don't think we're going to do 6 in 7 again. Put it that way. Arnie Slot asked about Alexander Isak. Newcastle signed a new number 9, which is very nice for Eddie. As always, we try to sign players who help us. If we can strengthen the squad, we always will if it is the right money and the right player. Fair dues. Yeah, I don't know. They've signed that Walt made, innit? Yeah. Signed that Walt made. Yeah, the treble, man. Facts. It's crazy. Right, boys, I'm going to get out of here, man. No 3-hour stream tonight. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Yeah, I just seen that. As if he mentioned that as well. It's nice for Eddie Howe to sign a new number 9. That's mad, as if he said that. You know. Yeah, but anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, come back tomorrow, man. We'll do some watch-alongs in the daytime. Like I say, there's a couple of matches on at Bayer Leverkusen are playing at 2:30. So if Echeverry starts, we'll get on that. We'll check that out. United are on at 3, so we'll do a laugh along of that. And then obviously Sunday's the big day, man. Sunday's gonna pop off. So yeah, book the TV, man. Yeah, you gotta tell your missus, yeah, or your boyfriend or whatever. Yeah, that Sunday it's LB time and the lads. Yeah, come on. Right, lads, I'm gonna dip off, man. Big up to you guys. Solid stream. Big up Sadie. Says LB. I think we should have signed Livramento. Well, I think we should have signed Livramento, but they didn't want to sell him, so you can't force him to sell. But let's see, man. If he signs a new contract, it's cooked. But if he doesn't sign a new contract, maybe next summer we might be able to try and get him again. Yeah. If he doesn't sign a new contract, I think we get him next year. But if he signs one, then it's over, man. Yeah, it's over big time. But yeah, man, big up to you, innit? Big up to you. Right, yeah, I'll see you in about fucking 10 hours. I'll see you in 10 hours. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your night, man. Peace out.